Hi guys, hello everyone, how are you doing? It has been a long time. Welcome back, and if it is your first time here, welcome. I had to take a break, a much needed break, and today I'm back and I will be sharing how to make this bracelet with you. Some of you've reached out and you've asked me to show you how to make it. Thank you for reaching out. Also, thank you for checking in to see how I was doing, and I appreciate that. Thank you so much. To make the bracelet, you'll need a 12 gauge wire for the infinity links and a 14 gauge wire for the jump rings and the clasp. To make the coils for the jump rings, I use the first and the second step on the bail making plier, and the first is 4 mil and the second is 6 mil. For tools, you'll need your standard tools. I'm going to use a round nose and a bail making plier, a flush cutter, a jeweler's file, or you can use sandpaper or nail file just to smooth the end of the clasp. And I'm also going to use a standard chain nose and a bent chain nose plier. To make the infinity links, you'll need to start with the end of the wire cut flush, and to do so you basically turn the back of the cutter towards the wire that you are going to keep, and then trim the very end of the wire. And once you've done that, place the wire at the third step on the plier, then make a loop. So once you've made the loop, it is going to look like a P shape like this. To make the other loop, you want to ensure that the loop is pointing towards you. Then place the wire at the third step again to make another loop. This is what the finished piece looks like, and you'll need to make as much as you'd like to. To remove the piece, ensure that the back of the flush cutter is facing the loop on top. You can skip the next step if you'd like to. However, I think that the flattened infinity links, they look a lot better with the bracelet. Once you've hammered it, you'll need to go back in with the plier to close the loops. So this wire is 14 gauge at 1.75 inches, and I'm going to use it for the clasp. To make the clasp, grip the end of the wire, then slightly twist your hand, your dominant hand, away from you to bend the wire. With the bend pointing towards me, I place it at the third step, then I twist my dominant hand away from me to shape it like this. Then once I've done that, I go back in to make a loop. Then I use the hammer to hammer the piece for more strength. Then I use this jeweler's file to smooth the end of the clasp. Then I go back in with the bail making plier to shape the piece. And then you can go back in with your chain nose to shape it some more to your liking. For the sweet pea chain mail links, you'll need 8 jump rings, and these are 6 mils made from 14 gauge copper wire. First, I'm going to make a 1 by 1 chain, and this is basically connecting one jump ring to the other, and I'm going to connect 4 jump rings together. For the next step, I'll add 2 extra jump rings to the 3rd jump ring. And it doesn't matter which side you connect them to, as long as you add them to the 3rd jump ring. This is what the chain is going to look like once you've connected the jump rings. The jump ring on the left and on the right, I flip them behind like so, then firmly grab the jump ring in the middle while I use my index finger and thumb to firmly hold the other jump rings in place. And once you've done that, you'll notice that there are 3 gaps, and I'm going to thread a jump ring through the gaps. So I insert the jump ring from behind, then thread it through, then flip it over, and I'm going to insert it right through that gap right there. Then I'm going to go ahead and close it off. This is what it is going to look like once you've connected the jump ring. Now I'm going to flip it over, and once you've flipped it, you'll see that there are 3 gaps like before, and I'm going to add another jump ring. And then you just thread the jump ring through the gaps like before. Then you flip it over, and this is going to be a bit tight, so you're going to thread it through that gap right there, and then once you've done that, you can go ahead and close the jump ring. Once you've made enough components for the length that you are going for, you can go ahead and connect the bracelet. This bracelet is 6.5 inches, and I made 3 chainmail links and 3 infinity links to make this bracelet. To connect the bracelet, I like to start with the clasp, and so I open the clasp like so, then I add the sweet pea chainmail link and then I'll open the bottom of the chainmail link, add 2 4mm jump rings, and then close that jump ring. Sorry about that, I had to adjust my camera. Then after that I connect an infinity link, and then I'll go back in with a chainmail link, and I'll just continue with this pattern until I've finished. This bracelet is also available for sale in my Etsy shop. If you would like to add a patina to this bracelet, I've linked a video for that in the description box. So basically, all you'll need to do is to make as much components as is required for the length that you are going for. And then you can connect them this way, or you can connect them one after the other as you go along. Also, I will be changing my business name in a few days, and I'll keep you posted regarding that. I do hope this video was helpful, and if it was, don't forget to give this video a like, and thank you so much for supporting, and I'll see you in the next one. And if you've got any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comments. Take care, and I'll see you soon.